feel like my first game here as a Trojan was like equally as long ago as it was like, man, that just feels like yesterday. So I guess it doesn't really feel like, I'm sure I'll be like a lot more emotional during the game, but right now it just kind of feels like any other game. It just kind of doesn't feel real yet.
It's felt like I've put in all my hard work in these 4 years. Kind of surreal. Like I have practice next week or something for something. So just kind of surreal, but excited at the same time.
You know, obviously it's a big deal. This is the last home game until we win the next two, and we'll have a home playoff game. But I mean, it's just special just because it could be my last time playing in front of all these fans here that have watched me play for 4 years. So hopefully I don't get too emotional, but we get a win. It's just nice to play at TIU. So
it's been quite a ride. Whenever I came here 5 years ago, I didn't know if I was going to be staying or what I'd think of Trinity, but it's been awesome. I've really enjoyed the culture. Coach Euler was the one who brought me in, and he treated me well. He gave me a fair chance, and I worked myself up, and I was able to play with a lot of different players and play on different teams, and I'm happy to be able to play under Coach Boomer for a year and be a part of something new.
Never thought it'd come. I mean, it seems like just yesterday we were playing freshman year and stuff, and it's just a lot of hard work, and now season's over, I guess. Well, not quite over. Last game of the year.
That's my last home game. Played here 4 years, and it's just, I don't know. I mean, it's just sitting in a little bit right now, but I feel like it's not going to really sit in until I'm playing the game or after the game. That was my last collegiate basketball game.
What do you remember about your very first game as a freshman, your first college game? Like, do you have any memories of that game in particular?
Nervous. Like, how can I make it through these 4 years, especially after going through a tough preseason? First of all, I was probably nervous because I was actually playing against seniors that were seniors then when I was a freshman, or juniors or upperclassmen, period. The crowd I wasn't used to. That's probably the most thing I remember most. And just like when you go out to shake the coach's hands, or the other team is just like, you're not playing against your just freshman or just sophomore, but literally upperclassmen. That's who you're learning from, pretty much, how to play the game.
It was just excitement, really. You know, I've been dreaming my whole life to play college basketball, and just to get the opportunity, it was cool to be out there. It was a lot different than what I expected. I was a little nervous, but as the season went on, it was a lot better.
I was nervous. I think I almost peed on myself like 3 times, to be honest. But I mean, I was real nervous. I wasn't starting then, so when I got in the game, it was kind of like I was thrown out there to a pack of wolves.
I remember I was nervous. I was nervous to play here, home game, and you know, I was excited. I had a lot of energy. My body was a lot more healthy back then, a lot more younger. So I was just excited. I was ready to start my career and get going.
I got beat up, man. I mean, I'm skinny now, but I was scrawny back then. It was just, in the post, it was just, I got abused. And that's the only thing I remember was, man, these guys are beating me up. And it was just, it was a nightmare the first game, because I didn't know. It was a completely different level. You know, I thought, you know, coming here, it's going to be, hey, I'll play some college basketball. It's not going to be too hard. I came here and I got beat up, and I did not like it. That's what I remember from my first game.
I think when you have a big crowd in there, how much more that energy is, and how much it really pumps people up, even when the other team's shooting free throws. And we got a lot of the football guys like doing funny dances and chanting at them, and I think it really does get in people's heads. And we just, anytime there's a big play, team gets hyped, and when the crowd's getting hyped too, we just kind of bring it to that next level.
When you start the game and you make that first shot and you hear the crowd go nuts, like, that sets the tempo for us for the whole game, man.
It's like you not only have your team behind you, but you have your whole fan behind you. And like to hear your name called, or just to hear "Let's go Trojans" or something for the school, it really pumps the team up.
We love having the fans out there. It's a lot different. When there's not many fans out, we have to create our own energy, and we would appreciate if a lot more fans come out and support us, and it just helps us play better, and it helps us play with more energy and more passion.
I love crowds. It doesn't matter where I'm at. Just the crazier the crowd, the more fun it is for me. I mean, the coach doesn't like it, but I love to talk with the crowds. Nothing dirty, but just talk back and forth with them. It's so much fun to have a big crowd, especially on your home court on senior night, man.
people always talk about how great the Trinity community is, and it's just another way to experience it. It's just in a very unique way. Like, it's cool. I think, like, when I go to other sporting events, it's cool to see, whether it's at the football game or the guys or girls soccer game, it's cool that's like, hey, those are my buds, those are my friends that I'm in class with, and it's cool to experience the Trinity community in that way, like cheering on your friends, because we are in a big school where it's like, oh yeah, like, there's the basketball team. It's like, no, those are the guys I know, and we love it. It's amazing when we get people cheering us on, and it really just makes, I guess it'll make my home game that much more special. So selfishly, I'm like, I'd love to have that atmosphere, especially for my fellow seniors as well.
First 200 to show up get free T-shirts, if I'm correct. So that's what I'm telling him. If you want a free T-shirt, college students, man, I know how it is. Free clothes, you know, it's nice, and these are nice T-shirts, man. I like this.
Last home game, why not? Especially if you've never been to a game here at school, just to support your team and do something different that maybe you've never done before and get outside of your comfort zone.
You're going to be missing out. Everyone else is going to be there. You're going to see a team come out and play their butts off.
Come. It'll be a very good game. Playing Robert Morris. There'll be a lot of people there, so I think if they want to see a good game and have fun and some dunks and stuff like that, they should come out and we'll get a W. I promise. If not, I'll take them to lunch or something. So.
All right, that's not a guarantee, right? I can edit that out if
yeah, not a guarantee.